Happy weekend, everybody. Danny Boy, Bill, back with you. 374 SIP SIN. Thank you for joining us.
What's going on, folks? It's Friday. We made it through another one.
Another one for sure, Billy Boy. How was your Thursday?
My Thursday was good. How was your? My Thursday night, you should know you were there.
um, for overall it was good. Unfortunately, our pick for TNF didn't come through. Thank you, Broncos. Um,
Yeah, thanks, Sean Payton.
yeah.
Thanks, Bo Nix.
What a disgrace that was. But in any case, yeah, other than that, all good, and I'm ready to roll here on a Friday. We got a lot to talk about. College football playoff. I know Billy Boy is excited about the Indiana Civil War that's going to happen in the playoff.
Let's go Irish tonight, folks. Sorry, sorry. I know people Bill wish your holiday spirit. Why don't you have the Well, the Santa hat's right here. I'll wear it Monday.
Mhm.
I know the Santa hat's probably becoming a favorite, but I'll wear it Monday. If we do a show Monday, which we probably most likely will, I'll wear it Monday because it's our last show before Christmas. So,
Yeah.
but hey, I got to represent my beloved Fighting Irish tonight. So let's go Notre Dame beat Indiana. But dude, we got a great football weekend coming up.
Yeah, a massive football weekend. We'll get to all that obviously in a little while. And look, Bill is going to talk more about his excitement. First ever big time bracket in the college football playoff. Um, it's going to be really exciting now that there's 12 teams. It's going to be really exciting. So I can't wait for that. But we don't start with the football. We're going to start with baseball because um, this week, the Yankees, they have been very committed to this pivot after losing Juan Soto. And I told you this was not the end all be all losing Soto. And I was right
No,
because the Yankees traded for Cody Bellinger. In exchange, the Yankees also get cash to help cover the cost of Bellinger, while also the Yankees give a Cody Petit, a reliever. Um, Bill Cashman continues to make these big moves. We have to give him credit. We have to give him credit where credit is due. This is a
you know,
great move
you,
for the Yankees.
if you've listened to us either here on Bombers or on Bombers Banter, you know I've been very critical of Brian Cashman, and rightfully so. But you know what? He's actually doing a very good job right now. And I
Yeah.
cannot believe I'm saying this, Reg. I cannot believe I'm saying this. In Cashman, we trust. I
But
cannot believe I
yeah.
just said that.
Yeah, look, we've had a lot of concern about Brian Cashman over the years just because of his major swing from traditional baseball evaluation to the sabermetrics and all that stuff, and everything being centered by the numbers. Well, while the Yankees still are kind of within that realm, they also realize no, we have to have certain bats in our lineup. We certainly have to have a good defensive players on the field. We have to have a lefty lineup. We have to have not necessarily lefty heavy lineup, but we need a lefty bat. We got that in Cody Bellinger. We need certain players in order to balance the lineup, and we need players to also be good on the field because they struggled with both of that last year, despite, of course, having Juan Soto on their team. It's a great day.
Yeah.
It's a great day.
Because you know what? Like, here's the thing, Reg. And I've been saying this ever since the whole thing with Soto went belly up.
Mhm.
A lot of Yankee fans were like ready to have an absolute freak out. And there were videos circulating online of Yankee fans having tantrums, like they didn't get the toy they wanted for Christmas.
Yeah.
And the Met fans are sitting there laughing at us. And you know what? Rightfully so. But you want to know something, and someone who works with me, my employment advisor, his name is Manny. Manny, if you're watching, shout out to you. He's a big Met fan. I had an appointment with him yesterday. We were chatting a little bit. He said, "You know what? I'm a Met fan. We'll see what happens with Soto, but I really like what the Yankees are doing. They're spreading the money out more. They're looking for the holes they need to fill. So and that's a Met fan talking.
Something that, let's be honest, if we did get Soto, and believe me, I wanted Juan Soto. I think all Yankee fans wanted it. You don't act like you didn't want it. But this is not something that we do if we get Soto. Let's be real about that. Like, let's be honest. And if we had decided, hey, look, we're gonna go all in on Soto, you know, not saying that we wouldn't get pitchers or get relievers or try to find better defensive players, but we would not be spending the money to do that. So let's be real about that.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
and again, while it's not going to be a lineup with Juan Soto, and that's another thing we have to admit too, and we're going to miss his bat, it's not, again, all it does is it helps. And it does bring a good line. But Cody Bellinger's a great hitter. He's a great power bat. It balances the lineup. And now that we have players on the team that also do well defensively, it also helps out the defense because the fielding was trash last year. It was trash. Drop fly balls, misjudgments, errors, all that crap was happening last year to even the best players on the field. Anthony Rizzo, who never makes a mistake, never. Saw plenty of those last year at first base. Now we're starting to get rid of that crap, and that's a good thing. And apparently, we're now finding out again. I don't know how true this is, but Cody Bellinger lobbied to be traded to the Yankees. So it was Yankees or bust for
Absolutely.
the Cubs, you know. And then on top of that, he also said that while I think his primary position will be outfield, I think the Yankees made that very clear. Bellinger's willing to play multiple positions, which is going to make the Yankees very flexible. And, look, maybe we don't have to go out and spend another big time money on a first baseman. Maybe we can focus on third base and maybe have some wacko at first. And look, it's not the greatest idea, but the fact that you filled in the holes in the outfield, and if you get a third baseman, Bregman, just saying, if you do get a quality third baseman, you already have that infield filled. You have Volpe at short, you have Jazz Chisholm at second, and then whoever is at first base. It could be Ben Rice, it could be uh, Waldo, it could be whoever you want.
Could
You
be
know,
Goldschmidt.
whatever. The point is, um, even Bellinger's first baseman. My point is that you don't have to go out there and keep spending to get your defensive players. You can live with a terrible or a halfway decent first baseman and still be fine on defense and addressed the issues in the lineup. It's perfect. It
But
is
so
perfect.
but so far, like I said, I think right now the Yankees are recovering well from the whole Soto thing. I
Yeah.
think
Which
they're
I expected. I expected because
because you know what would have happened if they signed Soto?
mm,
Guess what they would do after that?
nothing.
They would give us absolutely nothing. They did the same thing with Judge 2 years
Yeah.
ago.
But
After they re-signed Judge, they're like, okay, we're done.
yeah, but you know the reason for that, right? It's going to be because they think, okay, look, Juan Soto is the best part about our hitting. Our hitting is set. We're ready to go. We don't need to address. the pitching because we can hide the pitching flaws with Soto.
But
Well, now you
now with
can't.
now
Now
with
you can't hide
Soto
the
gone, you got
pitching
to
flaws.
take a look and say, hey, you know what? Maybe that's a good thing he went cross town
Yeah.
because we got all this money that Uncle Stevie just gave him. That money is better spent in other
Yeah.
places.
Well, it's better spend on Devin Williams. He's officially a Yankee. Better spend on Max Fried. He's officially a Yankee. Our rotation is pretty deep. Um,
Thank you, Brian Cashman. And dude, I cannot believe I just said that.
yeah. Now we still got to figure out some parts of the pitching. It seems like Yankees are looking to get rid of Stroman. I would get rid of him. There's really no point in keeping him. Um, Probably gonna have to get another big time reliever just in case. You never know. But pitching looks good, and
It
that's
does.
because Cashman went out there and got players like Max Fried, traded for players like Devin Williams, and then now that Devin Williams is the closer, Luke Weaver, who I love a lot, I love how he pitches. He's now the setup guy. And if he doesn't want
Perfect.
to be a set, and if the Yankees don't want him to be a setup guy, he can be a long guy too. He's gone 3 innings before.
And listen, you got a good pit.
Flexibility.
You got a good pitcher who's going to
Hmm.
be your closer.
Yeah.
So I would say, hey, listen, Weaver, I know you don't like being the setup dude, but it is what it is at this point.
I don't even think he likes closing. I don't know. But in any
It's because
case,
it's funny. We've seen stories of setup men who officially became closers. Mariano Rivera, anyone? He was a setup
mhm.
man, remember?
Yeah.
He was a setup man for John Wetland, and then when Wetland went, Mariano became the closer. So now we see a reverse thing. We go from closer to setup man to potentially long reliever.
Yeah.
So good move on the Yankees. Hopefully, we have another move or two left.
Hmm.
And again, I tip up the hat to Brian Cashman, who is God. This is a weird day. I've given too much credit to Mr. Cashman. This hurts.
But it shouldn't hurt. Brian Cashman's been doing this for many years. He knows what he's doing. Just that now he's actually tapping into doing what he's supposed to be doing, building a winning ball club and not building a ball club that saves money and um is one-sided, one-trick pony type of thing. You know? In any case. I would look at Bregman. I would look at how we can get Nolan Arenado. I would anyone at third base because I'm not putting Jazz Chisholm at third base. I want Jazz Chisholm at second base so that we know we have a quality everyday second baseman, and that is not named Gleyber Torres, who makes a shit ton of mistakes. Um, and then on top of that, um, whoever we get needs to be good quality bat. So that's why I'm thinking Bregman. Um,
Oh, don't tell that to my father.
well, if not Bregman, are you okay with Nolan Arenado trading with him?
I would be okay with that. But my dad goes, I don't want anyone from the 2017
But
Astros.
but why
It's
though?
been 7 years. My father's still on that.
But why? Don't you want his swagger? Don't you want his attitude?
You want me to bring him down here and he can give you his reason?
I don't even.
Do you think our audience wants that? Do you think our audience wants that, Reg?
It'd be pretty entertaining. Look, no, look. All I'm saying is that Yankee fans should be past that. Like, I want to win. And
I'm in the
he's
same boat
out
with
there.
you,
He's
buddy.
wide open and available. And no one's touching
Listen,
him yet. So what are we waiting for?
they won the 2022 World Series
Yeah.
without the whole
Yeah.
with
And I'm
Matt
not
Shredder.
even worried about the cheating anymore. The cheating doesn't even matter. It doesn't,
2017 call. They want their fear mongering back.
you know. I get it. I totally understand. Look, eh, not a good look for baseball. I get it. I get it. But you know what? are we really going to complain about the cheating when Yankees in the past have had players that did the you know what sees to their bodies and cheated? Come on now. Come on now. I'm looking at you, Mr. A-Rod. I'm looking at you, Mr. Giambi. I'm looking at you, Mr. Pettit. I'm looking at you, Mr. Clemens. Come on now. You can't tell me that, this whole cheating thing matters when the Yankees have brought in
They're not so clean
many
either.
times. Now, I defend Andy Pettit. I
I
defend
defend
Roger
them
Clemens.
too.
I defend Alex Rodriguez. I defend Jason Giambi. I think they should all be Hall of Famers. But
We know how the system works,
come on
unfortunately.
now. Come on now.
But
I don't want to
anyway,
hear the cheating bullshit.
yeah. So
Get him in
Bregman is a
here.
possibility. Alan Ardonato
Why
is a
not? Why not?
possibility. So let's hope they get this done. And
Whoever they bring in has to be good quality defensive guy on the field and if they can, a good quality bat.
okay, but anyway, we got some more baseball news. And
Mhm.
this, while she brought up the whole steroids thing, this brings up someone who did
Mhm.
do steroids
Mhm.
and is reconciled with his old team. Am I right, Reggie?
Yeah, man. Thursday, this Sammy Sosa and the Cubs did reconcile. They were estranged for about 17 years. Apologized for the mistakes he made during his playing career. And Bill just mentioned he was linked to all the steroids and all that crap. And I think it's a cool thing. The Cubs, since they've been invited to some of their events or coming up in the next few months. This has to happen. The fan. Here's the thing that you have to understand, Bill. It matters to the fan base that one of the best players in team history is involved in the organization. It matters to the fan base. You can't tell me that it doesn't. Sammy Sosa was one of the most electric baseball players I've ever seen play in my life, and one of the greatest Cubs to ever play the game. So definitely a good move by Sosa, good move by the Cubs, and give the fans what they want. They want legends within the they want them present at Wrigley Field.
I agree. And, that's the thing. And you know what? I think I'm glad they reconciled because you got to think about it this way. Regardless how you feel about the whole steroid thing, him and McGuire saved baseball. Remember
Hmm.
that.
Yep.
Him and Mark McGuire, when they were going after Maris's home run record, they
Yeah.
fricking saved baseball.
Yeah.
They saved baseball, Reg. So, but I think it's good that they reconciled because he is part of this game.
Yeah. And he's a part of their legacy.
He is
Massive part of their legacy.
massive part,
So
huge. And again, you
I'm happy for the
saved
Cubs.
baseball. He
Yeah.
saved baseball, Reggie.
But like how many fan bases can be like, it was a player that I rooted for that saved our game. That does matter. That
Well,
does
matters
matter.
a
That would
lot.
matter. That was the Yankees. That would matter.
It would matter a lot, my friend.
You know?
So yeah, good for Sammy Sosa, good for the Cubs. Now, time to go from the diamond to the gridiron.
Absolutely. I'm telling you, it's going to be all hell breaking loose Crazy.
Cold, snowy Indiana, baby. What's gonna be the? You know what? I'm gonna ask my weather app. What's gonna be the temperature tonight for tonight's game?
What are you thinking?
I think it's probably gonna be in the 20s.
Let's see.
I'm looking at it right now.
South Bend weather. Well, right now it's 30 degrees. Um,
Game time kickoff, 29 degrees.
and they're saying there's going to be some type of snow, right?
Oh yeah, boy. Just what we want to see. Cold, snowy Indiana, South Bend, Notre Dame versus Indiana tonight, 8 p.m. I think you know what I'm doing tonight, Reggie.
See, this is what I mean. Why didn't the NCAA do this a long time ago? You know, I never understood the 14 bullshit. Like,
I can tell you
no,
exactly why they did it.
this is what I'm talking about. You know, this is the excitement. More teams involved.
I can tell exactly why they did it, Reggie, my friend.
Mhm.
Because they wanted to please their overlords known as the SEC and Nick
Mhm.
Saban.
Exactly. You
Because they
know,
wanted to please their overlord, Nick Saban.
yeah, because they knew, oh, for 4 teams, I mean, right?
Because we
There's
know it's
only
about to
two
be
big conferences.
Alabama, Georgia,
Right.
maybe
There's only two big
Houston.
conferences. You have obviously Big Ten and SEC. There's like,
Because we have to please our overlords known as the SEC and the Big Ten.
you know,
They're like Elon Musk. They secretly SEC used to secretly run everything in the NCAA.
well, now that the playoff has opened up, and it could get bigger. They're talking about getting bigger, which I think no more than 16 teams. Like
I agree. 16 to the max.
yeah, we don't need 20 teams in there. But man, like no, this is what I'm talking about. You have a full weekend of college playoff action on
And this
our
is what
hands.
people are getting excited about.
You cannot tell me that this doesn't excite you.
I guarantee you people
Exciting.
are getting all their Christmas shopping done today so they could
Mhm.
be barricaded in their house tomorrow so they can watch football all day.
Right.
I guarantee you, Reg.
Mhm.
I am willing to bet my life on it. And if I'm wrong, I will eat my hat. But no, we got Notre Dame and Indiana tonight. And then tomorrow we got Penn State and SMU, Ohio State and Tennessee. We got Texas and Clemson. Bro, bro.
And I have to stay and watch all of it.
That's part of your work. That's not a bad gig.
It's
How's
not a
that
bad
different?
gig. The only thing is that my late news is going to come on late, so it's like, well, that's the only downside to things. But whatever. If that's the only thing, then who cares?
It's going to be great, though. This is what the people want. They don't want the
Mhm.
hand selected. They don't want the hand selected team by Shadow Commissioner Saban.
Mhm.
This is what the people want.
Yeah,
And the people are excited.
yeah,
I'm part of the people and I'm excited. You're part of the people, Reg. Are you excited?
yeah. Look. I'm not even a huge college football fan. I'm like,
The
oh, this is
people have
tremendous.
spoken, Reg.
This is tremendous. So they needed to do this a long time ago, and you know, I'm pumped up for it. You know, and I'm so pumped up for this Indiana. Everyone's talking about this game over in Indiana. Everyone's talking about this. So wild stuff. Wild stuff.
Oh,
Um,
boy. Dude, I'm so excited for this tonight. I think you know what I'm doing tonight, Reg.
what?
Take a wild guess.
Are you gonna watch your game?
Of course, you're going to watch the game.
Are you gonna watch it at a bar? Are you gonna watch it at home? Are you gonna
Probably
watch?
watch it at home.
Okay.
I don't have a lot of college football fan friends, nor do I have a lot of college football bars around here. So,
Fair enough.
but
We aren't in a college town, so that's fair enough.
oh my God, dude, I can't wait.
So pumped. Bill's pumped.
Pumped. And you know what
Um,
even makes this Saturday even better? Not only is there college football on,
mhm.
we got some NFL.
Yeah, exactly. We do have NFL.
So it's
Um,
like whether you're a college football guy or an NFL guy, we got you covered tomorrow. We got you covered. Don't
yeah,
we got them covered, right, Reg?
yeah, absolutely. I believe it's what, two games, um, in
Yes.
the NFL bracket, on Saturday.
Yes. And
Interesting.
we'll get to that in a second. But yeah, we got some good games to we got some NFL this weekend. It's going to be it's going to be a good week unless you root for two out of the three New York football teams,
Hmm.
which the pain. Quoting Joe Beningo, the pain. But anyway,
I mean, I'm just numb to it.
yeah,
So
I think I'm starting to get numb to it too.
it's just like, what, there's just, you can't explain it anymore. That's what it is. You just can't explain it. Tough one. Um, Now we had a game on Thursday.
And we were both wrong.
Me and Bill picked Denver Broncos. Turns
Patchy
out,
did too. Patchy did too.
and of course, it didn't happen that way. um, I really thought Denver would seal the deal, and it looked like it was going to be that way at 21-6 going into halftime, right? Um, Only the Chargers, by the grace of luck and everything, were able to start coming back into this game. I believe there was a first fair free kick field goal for the first time in like 48 years because there was a penalty, I believe, on the Broncos, um, that I believe on a kickoff that allowed like 15 yards, and then that game you got an option, the Chargers, to have this free kick with like no big time defense, trying to do anything. And they were able to nail that to cut the lead to like 8. And then, the comeback was on at that point. Like there's really nothing much. I think the Broncos only scored like 6 points in the second half, while the Chargers stormed for 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter.
You want to know something?
What?
The Broncos can still make
Hmm.
the playoffs.
Yeah, they have this very complicated scenario.
Cincinnati, Indy, and Miami all have to lose.
So it could still happen.
And the Chargers, they need Indy and Miami to lose.
Hmm. Yep.
So it's not over.
It's not over for Denver, but the road got tougher. Road's tougher now. So, um, yeah, just a lot of penalties, and the defense broke down. What did we talk about yesterday about the X factor? Defense, right?
Absolutely.
It seemed like the defense was holding its own throughout the day for Denver, and then all of a sudden, defense broke down. A lot of ill-advised penalties, a lot of miscommunication. The offense wasn't in sync very much. Chargers defense came storming. They had a very poor first half, had an excellent second half. The defense made the big difference in this game. So, just saying.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. So now we move on to this week.
Hmm.
Okay, we're gonna start with Houston. We're gonna start with Houston and KC. A little bit of the playoff implications for that game.
Hmm.
The
I mean,
Chiefs,
it's an early game too.
yeah, the Chiefs, if they win and Buffalo loses on Sunday, they got the number one seed.
Hmm.
Yeah. And you know what? We got two inconsistent teams right now.
So you mean tell me we had root for New England to beat Buffalo? Yeah, that shit ain't happening.
No, no, that is not happening. In fact, you should be ashamed as a Jet fan to say. Well, there's other things you should be ashamed of as a Jet fan, but nah, I'm picking KC on this one.
Yeah, Kansas City's gonna make they're making they're already making the playoffs, but you can't trust Houston. You can't.
You can't.
And
They're inconsistent too.
yeah, and the question is who's gonna make most mistakes, and who's going to make the bigger plays. You hope it's Kansas City based on experience, but you just never know. I'm picking Kansas City as well. I can't trust Houston.
You can't trust Houston.
I can't. Nope.
I'm going with KC.
Hmm.
Okay.
Pittsburgh at
Next one,
Baltimore.
Pittsburgh and Baltimore.
It's a 4:30 game.
I go Pittsburgh.
I'm going Pittsburgh as well. No disrespect to Baltimore. I think they just have a lot more issues than I thought they did. Um, so that makes me sad because I actually picked Baltimore in a lot of games. I defended Baltimore a lot. I don't know, like they're not frauds, but they're not as good as they're being made out to be. So I'm picking Pittsburgh on the road. Hopefully, I'm wrong. I don't want Baltimore to lose.
Okay.
Let's get it out of the way, Bill. New York at Atlanta.
Let's
What are you
go
thinking?
Atlanta.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't like the Falcons, but
Nah, me neither.
man, there's just no way you could look at this game and be like, oh yeah, the Giants got this in the bag. Um, Here's an interesting one: Detroit at Chicago. Detroit needs a get right game, but they got a lot of injuries and they're facing Chicago in Chicago. You don't think Chicago will want to spoil
Oh, wait, I
um,
skipped a
Det-
game here. You know what? I skipped a game here. Okay, what is it? Chicago what?
in Detroit? Detroit's on the road.
Okay, Chicago and Detroit. Okay, they're in Detroit.
No, they're on the road. Detroit's on the road.
Okay, so who you picking for this one?
Well, I'm picking Detroit, but mostly because it's a get right game, and this is a perfect game to get a win. Um, but don't be shocked because of the injuries. Don't be shocked if Chicago goes out and wins it.
Don't be shocked.
I wouldn't be shocked.
So, yeah, I'm going Detroit on this one. Okay, next one, Cleveland and Cincinnati.
I think it's gonna be the Bengals. I like Bengals at home. I do
I
not
do
like
too.
Cleveland. I never have this
But
season.
even though Burrow is injured,
Still Cincinnati.
I'm going with Cincy.
Yeah.
Okay, Philadelphia and Washington.
It's a tough one. I'm picking Philly until they lose. But Washington's gonna want some revenge after they lost badly to Philly in the last matchup. So, but I'm picking Philly until they lose.
Okay. Oh boy. The Los Angeles Rams and the answer to last night's final Jeopardy question.
How dumb is that? Like, screw Jeopardy, man. Really? Really? Oh, what a disgrace. I
Last night's final Jeopardy question.
can't believe that, man. I can't believe that. What a disgrace. The Jets can never catch a break. Could never catch a break. For those of you that have not seen it, I'll show it to you in a second. For those of you that have not seen it, the New York Jets were the subject of the final Jeopardy question. For those of you Jeopardy watchers out there, and I know there's a ton of you, I shared it to Old Ops Guy.
If that I love this.
Jets can't catch a freaking break.
Mind if I read it?
Go for it. Everyone can see it on the screen, but go for it.
No, for our audio listeners.
Sure.
It's the only team to play in the Super Bowl before Neil Armstrong's moonwalk that has not been back to the game since to the big game since. Oh God, you really hate this team right now, don't you?
They could never catch a break.
And you want to know something
Most,
even?
I'm sorry, Bill.
You want to know? I saw a Sports Illustrated article this morning.
Mm,
You know what makes it even worse?
what?
There's talks that Mr. Woody Johnson, that his sons are basically helping to run the show.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how true that is. People. I don't know if you read there's the Athletic article that came out with Diana Rossini.
Yeah, who's not your favorite
I
person?
got I got into I got into a big argument with Nate Moser about it.
He's fighting with Moser,
He
people.
doesn't don't worry, we're fine. But like he doesn't see my perspective of it. And again, look, this is not saying Woody Johnson isn't a bad owner. No, he is a bad owner. He's a bad owner. He's been a bad owner since he bought the team. You know, he's meddled too much. He's not a football guy. He makes one of some of the worst decisions ever. But this idea that Jerry Jeudy, the trade was nixed for Jerry Jeudy because of his Madden rating is the most craziest thing I've ever heard of. And I don't buy that. I'm not buying that one bit. Now the one troubling part of that article was the part about Mike White. After the Seattle game a couple years ago, he threw his helmet, and apparently a lot of the former Jet players, I think some of the Jet players that were in the locker room that day that are still here, said that Woody Johnson screamed at Mike White saying, "Yeah, you should throw the helmet because you suck." And if that's the case, that's incredibly unprofessional, and I could understand why someone like Mike White would not want to return to the Jets and everything. So very discouraging to hear that for sure. But this idea that Jerry Jeudy, the trade was nixed because of his Madden rating, that to me is pushing it way over the top. And I just got to just flat out say it. The the constant bashing from the Athletic on Woody Johnson. And again, as much as I don't like Woody Johnson, and I don't, and I criticize him all the time, and we need to acknowledge that, fans. He's the one making our team look the worst. He is. He's the one making the team look worse. The constant bashing by the Athletic is ridiculous and outrageous, and that needs to be addressed too. Like if I'm a Jet fan or if I'm the Jets, why would why would you look at how can you look at this athletic team of Diana Rossini, Zach Rosenblatt, and the constant unnecessary bashing? By the way, a lot of the stories that they write about the Jets either get retracted or changed because inconsistent sources or reporting. How can you look at that and be like, why do you trust these people? You know? And of course, now with this whole Jerry Judy thing, one of the Jet beat writers, Brian Costello from the New York Post, said that the whole Jerry Judy thing is false.
So your poor team can't catch a break.
Didn't catch a break.
But dude, and like, listen, if that is true with Woody Johnson's sons helping run the show,
Yeah. And the Suns were teenagers. They're just
they're like,
kids.
one just legally became an adult,
Mm-hmm.
and the other one's 16 years old. Why are you going to listen to two teenagers?
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Um,
And I'm like sitting there thinking, listen, and I'm not, and listen, they're not young kids. They're almost, one of them's legally an adult. The other one's basically
they're
almost.
practically young adults. Yes.
But why are they? No, you have people. Okay, the people you have for this suck, but you have people for this.
Yeah, no, Woody Johnson, it just goes to show you, man, that Woody Johnson clearly he needs to hire the right people and he needs to step away from the football operations. Trust your football guys to make football decisions. Why
Bring
is
back
that so
Tannenbaum,
difficult?
Reggie. Bring back Tannenbaum.
Why is it so difficult? Well, it doesn't seem like that's happening. But
Get
why?
get old Rex back.
I mean, that could still happen. But there's talk about Vrabel. There's mutual interest with Vrabel. I would bring
I
him in.
if the Giants get rid of Dable, I want Vrabel. I want Vrabel. I like Mike Vrabel.
Yeah. Uh, my team can't catch a break. Woody Johnson's the worst. And of course, because Woody Johnson's the worst and because of their persona, the Athletic can make up some bullshit ass article about them. And everyone will believe it. Everyone believes it. And that's the big problem. We got to stop. We got to get the Jets back to a point where they're a functional franchise, best run franchise, so that Diana Rossini and Zach Rosenblatt don't have to make up these bullshit ass articles. Because that's what it is. A lot of these articles that they make up are bullshit. Want to know why they're bullshit? Because Jets are a dysfunctional franchise.
They are, but just who's worse, the Giants or the Jets?
Oh, easily the Jets. Easily. Now the Giants should be talked about like they are, but like the Jets are talked
Well,
about.
what do we say here,
100%.
dude? The Giants are just the Jets with better PR.
Yeah. And of course they're a flagship NFL franchise. So you know they're gonna get special treatment no matter what.
Absolutely.
But look, in order for Diana Rossini and Zach Rosenblatt to stop lying about Woody Johnson has to make the right decisions and allow the football people, if you make the right decision, allow them to run the football and make this team better.
I agree.
By the way, I know Robert Saleh and Joe Douglas and their friends and their entourage, they're all butthurt that they got fired. Stop talking to Diana Rossini and stop making up some bullshit about the Jets.
Yeah, Reggie does not like Diana Rossini.
I'm sorry. Look, well, she's a bad reporter. She's a bad reporter with no good faith. She has no good faith, and she knows she's bullshitting. And the reason why people believe her is because of her time at ESPN. They trust her. They trust everything that she writes. So, and of course, the people that know Joe Douglas, and let's be honest, the Joe Douglas, Robert Saleh, and their friends are the sources here. They are the ones that are butthurt. So they know that Diana Rossini would say anything about the Jets because she is a Jets trasher. So they're the ones that are going to um, make up some bullshit with her. and it's a collaborative effort. It's not just, oh well, here are these sources, quote unquote, that um that just want to make us some bullshit. But no, this is all collaborative effort. This is Zach Rosenblatt. This is Diana. This is the sources coming together, being like, let's see how we can inflate this drama further with the New York Jets. In any case,
Anyway,
Jets Rams. The Jets are gonna win. You want to
you
know
think the Jets are
why?
going to win this game?
You want to know why? Because Aaron Rodgers looking damn good. Devontae Adams looking damn good. Garrett Wilson looking damn good. Offensive line looking damn good. Okay,
Oh, guess what, my friend?
the defense is gonna be trash, Bill. Hold up a second. The defense is gonna be trash, but don't tell me that that offense isn't good enough to win. That's gonna be good enough to win.
Guess what?
What?
This is getting interesting. I'm going with the
Okay.
Rams on this one.
All right. Rams.
Yeah, Stafford, they've been looking pretty damn good
They have
lately.
been looking good. They have been looking.
So I got to go with the Rams on this one because
All right.
I'm sorry, Reggie, my friend. I don't trust the Jets. I don't.
Here's the thing. For all you Jet fans that want to tank, screw you. I want to win. I
My
want to win.
my friend Samantha, Sam, if you're watching, shout out to you. You're awesome. Um, she um she had on her Instagram the Tank Bowl with the Jaguars last week.
Yeah. I want to win.
It's like, what do you got else to play for now? Okay, Arizona and Carolina.
Give me Arizona.
I'm going with Arizona.
Yeah. Did we talk about Tennessee, Indianapolis?
Oh, that was the game I accidentally deleted.
Mhm.
Um, okay, you know
Uh,
what? Yeah, let's talk about that one. I'm sorry, folks.
1 o'clock game. Um,
Is it in Indy or
it's in Indy. Yes.
I gotta go with Indy.
I'm going to Indiana. I can't.
I don't trust this
Indianapolis.
Tennessee team right now.
Yeah. They're both bad teams, but you know what? Indianapolis, at least they're on the cusp of playoff spot, so they're somewhat decent. All right, 4 o'clock matchups.
Minnesota and Seattle.
Oh, give me Minnesota. They're on a roll.
Ugh, oh boy. This is a tough one. You know what? I'm gonna go Minnesota as well.
Seattle sucks.
New England and Buffalo.
Buffalo, come on.
Go, go, Buffalo.
Stop playing around.
Okay.
Uh,
Jacksonville and Vegas.
ugh, give me Jacksonville.
Yeah. Okay, we got a tough one here. San Fran and Miami.
At Miami,
In
San
Miami.
Fran on the road. I don't like this for San Francisco. Um, give me Miami.
I'm gonna go Miami at home.
Yeah, for you bettors out there, -1. So
All right.
gonna be
Tampa
tough.
Bay and Dallas.
This is gonna be a Tampa Bay Buccaneers win.
Yeah, we apologize to our dear friend, Old Ops Guy,
He's resting, but
and we wish him the best, by the way.
he's gonna unfortunately watch a Dallas loss.
All right, New Orleans and GB.
Okay. Um, the Packers are laying a big one, -14. I'm choosing them. Give me the Packers to win outright.
All right. Oh yeah, by the way, I forgot to say our score from last week.
Hmm.
Last week I went 13-3. Reggie went 12-4.
Okay.
So our overall records with last night, I am 152-72. Reggie is 148-76.
Okay. See, I
So,
thought it'd be worse.
hey, you're doing pretty good. It's a close one, my friend.
Yeah. By the
It's a
way,
close
when it's
one.
all said and done this week, you would still be in the league. So, just so you know.
Yeah. So anyway, I think that's pretty much it for today.
Yeah. Um, if you like what you see, subscribe to our channel. Please subscribe to our channel. Keep supporting our podcast. We have an audio version of it. I know I have not uploaded the last episode. I will upload both of them sometime this weekend. Um, Audio version wherever you get your podcast. Please support our other podcasts wherever you get your podcasts. Log on to our website. We love you, appreciate you, and we thank you for
Yes, we
joining
do.
us.
I'm Bill Corpus Crispy Murphy.
Danny Boy Reg.
Stay safe.